Speaking of which, ahoy!
Ahoy!
Welcome aboard.
We didn't do exercises.
Yeah, listen, do you need exercises?
I'm probably fine.
I'm tizzled for being called old.
We'll do them in
fine.
the game.
I'm good.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I can.
Yeah. Maybe we need exercises so Ben can tell the difference between being an old man and being a young party goer.
He is a young party goer.
Yeah,
who
hello,
goes
fellow
out and
youths.
parties all the time. Thank you.
Yeah? Is that what it
does
calls?
have
Is that
a diary full of
He has a
escapades.
diary of the exactly.
Is he saying this because he hangs out with his friends and he's like, we're in a party. I party every day.
Yes.
No.
Vigram also misunderstands the word party.
Yeah.
Locke misunderstands ship. Locke misunderstanding ship. Vigram misunderstanding party.
Yeah, misunderstanding boundaries.
Yeah.
Damn.
I say we keep this in the episode.
This is the therapy section, but that's okay.
Welcome to the therapy saving show.
We aren't saving anyone with this therapy, that's
we
for sure.
We sure aren't.
We are.
With me is our very mentally ill cast and crew.
Don't do that because they're going to be like, hey, what's up?
For the viewers at home that are only listening, we're all doing that little, what is it, the Sigma male, like, finger check thing? I don't know what it's
What?
Yuck.
Ew, gross. I don't want to be associated with that.
It's Karamatsu.
Okay. I don't actually know what it is. I just see it and I'm like,
Ew, Sigma male Ben doesn't even sound good.
I don't know. Maybe it's a little Rizzler thing. I don't know anymore. I'm too old to know what terms mean.
Yeah, Grandpa.
Something's in the toilet.
Anyways.
The storm rolls into the port again. The waves crash on the sand. The storms don't scare the sailors here as they prepare to leave land. Hoist the sails to catch the winds, a new adventure to begin. And our blood is of the sea, 'cause we yearn to be free. And we'll look to the horizon, it's where you'll find your prize in. 'Cause the storms don't scare the sailors here.
I don't think we need to sound off anymore, but what happened last time?
Oh, sure, yeah. I'll just jump right into this.
You got it.
You can swoosh right in.
Last time, we docked at the port, and the city was still in the midst of battle. I wrote down we rushed to help. We didn't rush. We talked about it for a while, and then we thought maybe we should. But our versions of help were very different. Locke wanted to help the hippogriffs and the peritons, and the rest of us didn't want people to die. So we entered battle. We dealt with what we could see. A couple of the guards died. We tried to save the rest. We talked to some of the guards that were there. One of them was the captain, named Fulver.
That's about right.
Right. Told us that their ruler, the Grand Spire, is likely that Earth Genasi that we saw fall to his presumable death from the sky after being lifted up by the questionably motivated person. After that, we met the dockmaster, a gnome man named Thorb.
Thob.
Thob.
Two B's.
All right. And he talked to Kyrene about what we were delivering. Turns out we're delivering experimental weapons to this place. Who knew? Not us. And we were asked to bring them up to the center of town. Kyrene asked us to be the to help to escort them because it's still under battle. On the way, Locke is still pretty upset that we killed a bunch of those creatures, and doubly upset that we're now delivering the city a bunch of weapons that will be used to kill more of those creatures. So he decides to slowly steal from the crates of weapons and distribute them throughout the town as we're walking to the center of the city. And I think that's where we left off.
I believe that is correct. And I believe Locke only got away with like 2 of the swords, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, I think it was just a small handful of things. Sorry, I'm distracted by Gilmore purring. Like,
You gotta go.
you're lulling me into sleep, young man.
Go.
All right, so yeah, Seekers, we return to. I don't know. It feels weird to be like, yes, we return to you walking down the street. Well, yeah, return to you walking down the street. There is a section of the road that heads towards the sort of storage district. That's to your kind of left and behind you now as you guys are turning down this one street. And ahead of you, you see that the street is fairly wide, and there seem to be little shops or little establishments along this road that are kind of built into a for lack of a better word, built into like the walls of the city, as there are several walls and then bridges and stairways that kind of connect different parts of the city together. And I think last time I mentioned that the guards of the city seem to use this as a way to rally to different points of the city to defend it.
And I'm sorry, are all the creatures gone now?
No, there's still a bunch.
There's still a bunch. They're not attacking though.
No, they aren't.
Oh, cool.
So the end of last episode, as we were moving towards going down the street, you're sort of words. You have cover from the creatures because of all these different pathways and bridges that are above you, but like through them and through the little bits and pieces that you can see above you, you see some of the guards that are fighting with the monster still. Some of them fire crossbows, some of them have spears on chains and are trying to drag the monsters in. Some of them are just shooing the creatures away, and that seems to be working for some of them, but not all of them.
Can we, so when we were down by the docks, we heard that periodic screeching. Is that still happening up here?
You don't hear it currently.
All right.
But I believe, Ty, you were able to spy the creature as it was deeper in the city, right? Yeah. Yeah, so you and this battalion you have made up of some of the crew with your carts of weapons, and some of the guards of the city just keep going down the street. You can see some of the buildings down here, some of the storefronts and everything have actually been damaged a little bit. There's the occasional stone bridge above you that has actually collapsed into one of the, either creating a little bit of a blockade or just bits and pieces of it have fallen onto stalls or carts that were in the road. You can see that in some of these places, there are actually people huddled inside. Some of them peering through windows, some of them in doorways trying to peek out and figure out how much longer this is going to be.
A weird question again.
Mm.
This does happen with relative frequency-ish from what we sort of surmised before, from what they said. Are we seeing any sort of infrastructure that would denote, this is going to sound dumb, but like, you know those anti-bird spikes? Like, is there stuff like that around that would show that like this is that frequent of an occurrence? Or is it a little bit more just like maybe those like larger crossbow thingies mounted?
Ballista?
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
Sure. Oh. What do I know about safeguarding the city truly? 12.
12. You can kind of surmise that the reason, as I said earlier, that there's even the pathways above the buildings is one of those. You do spy the occasional ballista here and there. You think they're maybe mounted in specific places. You don't see
none super nearby if in case we need it.
I'll give you this retroactively. When you had passed by the gate that you walked through from the docks to this section of the city, there were several posted up on that gate.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay.
But retroactively, the thing you might note is that not all of them were completely manned.
Yeah, that's fair. I was just sort of trying to get the lay of the land.
Yeah.
And none of us noticed Locke leaving a strange little breadcrumb trail, right?
Well, I don't remember if any of you, the rest of you, made perception checks, because I think with you guys rolling physical dice, I don't have a...
Oh, yeah, no, I mean,
yeah. If you would like...
I don't want to take it from him. If he's doing it sneaky like, it's fine.
I mean, he rolled pretty good on stealth, like a 27 or something. So, like...
I have no hope of catching
I mean, if any of you would like to retroactively roll this perception check to, like, catch Locke, I will say you probably... We're not going to backtrack and say, like, you stopped or anything.
No, I pot telling the kettle not to steal shit.
So, if anyone would like to pay attention,
I'll try, because I'm also a shifty little bugger.
Because Kyrene got a nat 1 on hers, so...
If it's a perception, I only got an 18. So
18.
He got away with it.
You probably noticing him, like, walking about and stuff, but you're not really paying attention.
No, well, I mean, he's pretty salty right now, so
yeah,
just let him do his thing.
Briny bunch, I'm telling you.
This is truly the briniest this bunch has ever been, I think.
I think it could be brinier.
We could be.
I think it's been brinier.
With all of us? I think right now, Bygram is the only one who doesn't have beef.
What? Okay.
It's kind of nice, like,
wow.
I'm here.
Listen,
unless I see Locke doing some stuff, then like we might have some problems, but
sometimes a stew just needs some meat in it. That's what Bygram brings.
Okay.
You can't all be salt, or else this thing's just...
Someone has to be the potatoes and meat.
I feel like we're losing track here. We are wandering further from the light.
No, because salt would like absorb it. Never mind. Okay. Yeah.
I was leaning into a cannibalism joke, but
I was leaning into a horny joke, but that's...
Oh.
Why are you two like this?
Why am I not surprised by either?
I'm not.
I needed us to get our cannibal quota.
That is true.
We missed it last session, and I feel something inside me
Our
dying.
cannibal stocks have dropped. Okay.
And we set the counter.
So we're just walking. Nothing so far has attacked us.
Nope.
And it goes Is it? I can't. I'm so sorry. Bygrim, Fia, Ty, Lock, back.
You guys never really specified where you were, so
I was at the back, actually.
I would say yes. Locke is at the back. Locke is the only one that is specifically right at the back. You can be on whatever side you want. The way I have the 3 carts situated, the guards from this city are at the front.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrene's on the right side. The first and second mate are on the left, and then the rest of the crew that's here are sort of scattered, like either on the left or the right side.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I'm fine.
Or they're pulling the carts.
Well, sucks to suck, I guess.
I think one's Deckard, one's Verona, and one is. And, I didn't specify who the third one was, so we're just gonna say. Oh, we're just gonna say Gazzy is here. She's big and strong.
Yeah.
If any of you have a list of anyone I mentioned that's here, send it to me because I kind of just picked and choose. Anyways, could one of you roll a d20 for me?
Okay, guys, let the American do it. It's fine. God, you're the only one who don't, get in on time and all that, and
I don't know why I put
roll more often because I got a nat 20.
Okay, a nat 20. Unfortunate for you. No.
Oh no.
Okay, a nat 20. As you come up to the next gate leading to a different part of this district, you see above you a couple of the ballista actually start turning as they're following something. With a nat 20, you see there is this huge peryton that is kind of flying by and just kind of doing circles around parts of the city. And you hear that screech again.
Hearing that screech, should we ready? Does it seem like it's affecting the animals again? Not like monstrosities.
Anyone who wants to check things out, make a perception check for me. It's sort of flying by, and you watch as they don't fire anything at it, but they are tracking it, trying to find the moment it stops so they can get a proper hit on it. But
I got a 19.
19? Okay. Anyone else?
I got a 15.
15?
Bear with me.
As a cleric, you probably have a decent perception.
Yeah, I just can't remember what the number is, but I also rolled garbage.
Yeah. Okay. 13 and 15. And technically the 19. You do notice that as this larger peryton is making its rounds, kind of swooping around parts of the city, you can kind of see, as you're looking into the sky, out of your vision, some of the other perytons and hippogriffs start to come from other parts of the city and start flying towards it as if they are localizing on this thing. Beth, with a 19, you catch that the creature, as it's making its rounds, you get a good glimpse of its eyes, and its eyes are darting around a lot, as if it's looking for something or spying something.
Okay. Is Bygrim, are you near me? I'd say I'm not at the front. I'm probably about mid cart down, probably like the middle cart.
Background would probably be like top right of the cart, so probably just in front of Fia. If
Alright.
Rock's in the back, and he's assuming Ty's on like the left side.
Right, I'll sort of like quickly scuttle up, and I'll say, that one seems to be looking for something in particular. Can you like reach out to your god and be like, hey girl, what's up with these birds?
That's not how that works at all. And that's a goddess,
know.
please and thank you.
Sorry, your goddess, my
There we
bad.
go. It's okay.
Your most magnificence, whatever.
Yeah, you got it. I don't like the tone, but you got it. Maybe, I guess I can. I mean, what am I going to ask her? Hey, it's a big bird flying around.
Well,
What do you know?
it's just, I don't know, because it seems to be looking for something. Maybe there's like a shard here. Maybe these creatures belong to one of the other deities, sort of like, I don't know, Umberlee has creatures that are loyal to her.
Oh.
Your goddess has like the antler people.
Fine? What do you expect? They're normal people. They're normal animals.
like the deers and like maybe a moose or two. I don't know.
And those are normal.
Maybe like an antelope. I think anything with horns seems to be related to her.
Okay.
Horns and hooves. I think it's her domain.
All right. I'll try and contact my Leaky, see if she has something to say.
Okay, sure. How do you go about doing this?
Oh no, I have to roll the dreaded D100.
Hey, girl.
Well, I want to know how.
He will probably pull out
how you're trying to connect to my Leaky in this city built into cliffs and mountain ranges.
Probably would
not hold. A single tree in sight.
This is hard. Oh. I mean, I got my little sigil that I'm gonna hold close. Trying to channel whatever good energy that I can into it. And just try. That's all Bagram can do. Like hope.
All right.
Just kind of whispers a little prayer, like, please help me understand what's going on, please. Because
all right.
The group is struggling.
As you plant your feet in the middle of the street, firm like an oak.
Yeah.
Beth, stop. Oh, you didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yet. All right. Roll a D100 for me.
My nemesis.
Yelled at, that didn't even do anything.
Honestly, I'm just ready for you to be a delinquent at anything.
I wasn't. You just rhymed like Dr. Seuss. That's all that was happening.
Rolling a D100. Good old D&D Beyond. That's a.
I'm an Andrew from a different timeline.
A 16.
All right. Do you want to get above or below?
Probably above. I'm gonna. It feels good. No whammies though. So
85. All right.
85.
Okay. Well, within 16 and 85 or outside of 16 and 85?
I'm gonna say within 16 and 85.
Okay.
So
as you channel this energy, standing sturdy, like the mountains around you, feeling the energy build up inside of you, you channel the energy of the earth and reach out to your goddess, despite the fact that there is no forest here. You feel your energy sort of reach out, and you almost like echolocation. You feel the energy hit something, and there's some amount of withered trees here. There's wildlife, and that resonation with nature connects you to Maliki for the moment.
It worked.
You feel dry and thorny roots sort of wrap around you.
Oh,
And you almost feel yourself being pulled into sand. Do you struggle?
yeah. Ew. If I know this is, I don't know if this is my leaky. I think I got to trust the process and not struggle. I think.
All right.
Yeah.
Trusting the process and trusting in nature, you are pulled into the earth, and you feel yourself fall for a moment, and then right yourself and land on your back. As you sit up, you are in a realm of browns and greens and autumn colors. The sky has a slight orange and yellow tint to it. Nothing ominous, but warm. You see ahead of you, there is a twisted tree of some kind that the branches almost fall towards you.
Oh. This program's just gonna make its way over and yeah.
All right. As you make your way towards this tree, there is a circle of autumnal leaves around it. And you can see at the front of this tree, there are several knots, one larger one in the center.
Okay. He's working off assumptions. He's gonna touch the large knot in the center, and hope like, hey, is this thing on?
You touch the knot and you feel its shape shift to match your hand, and you feel a presence. You don't hear my Leaky's voice, but you feel that you feel like she is talking to you.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I'll give this to Bagram. I think you realize that because of where you are, you're not going to get a direct conversation with her.
Okay. Okay. This is different for both of us, I know. But we're going against some weird, what's the word they use? Monsters, monstrosity thingies. Is this another Evanescence? I know you don't know, but like,
you get the
Oh, I'm glad I didn't say anything.
You get sort of a feeling of like a hot and cold sensation.
Oh. Okay. That's more cold if it's a thing I shouldn't be concerned about. In more warmth if I should and should, stop it.
There is a warm sensation.
Okay.
But you also get a sensation of sort of dizziness.
Oh. That's. I didn't even have anything to drink today. This is. I wonder if Ty has to go through this.
Not yet.
Yeah. Okay. That's another good Bygram question I can ask here. More hot, more cold. Should I plant more trees in this area I'm in? Let's kind of.
You feel the sensation of warm bubbling in your stomach.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. This works. Okay. We can work with this. All right. Final question before I let you go. I know you're busy with everyone else. That's, nature.
You feel the sensation of melancholy.
Yeah. Probably talking to her on her day off, But yeah, I think I guess my game plan, I'm gonna talk it over for you, my leaky. I'm gonna try and understand nature more. After everything that's happened as of late, I want to try and be better about protecting animals and other creatures on land, but I don't know, these creatures are different, and I may have to hurt them if need be.
When you say these creatures are different, you get another sort of dizzy sensation, but like there's almost like a shifting feeling like in your feet.
Oh. Okay. We can table this for another time. It's I think I want to. Can I go back to my friends now? Because I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. I'm not even on the sea.
You get the sensation, sort of just. You become kind of rigid, and sort of the wooziness kind of fades.
Oh. Okay. Never mind. That was okay. So these things, okay. How do I explain it to the group? How does this sound, my leaky? New creatures are bad.
Sorry. So okay. New creatures?
Bad. Everyone else, cool. I just.
You get a hot and cold sensation back and forth.
I just. Okay. All right.
I'm Ben, so I'll give you a little peek behind things. A lot of cleric and druid spells will let you converse with your god. Usually do some kind of bullshit like this.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
No, this is great though. This is great. Okay, I now know what life is like on other classes. This is life lesson.
This is a oh, they're sending me a sign. I don't know what that sign is though.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. So when you say that these creatures are bad, you get the sensation of like
I don't know. Okay. Final question. This is completely different subjects. Do you think Fia, right, would she still want to go on a date with me? Because it's like she's been avoiding me for a while, and I don't know. Like, I need help. I need advice. I'm not used to like that. So like it would be great if you can give me a sign so I can give her the sign that, you know, if you know anything, you don't have to talk to Umber Lee. It's cool. But like I need to work with something.
You're gonna have to give me a moment just so I don't do something funny.
You can if you want to.
I don't think she would do it.
Oh. Maybe she's having, it's her day off. It's fine, Can always reconvene another day.
You feel a warm wind come from behind you and sort of encapsulate you. It lingers sort of around your heart, but you feel it push towards the tree and jostle the leaves. And a single leaf falls right onto your nose.
Okay, I think I get it. Follow my heart. My heart's a leaf. I got it. Okay. All right. Okay. This was a good conversation. I'd like to go back to my friends, please. How do I?
And just like that, you are in the street.
Oh.
There's barely even a transition.
Are you all right? You got a little bit distant there. You sort of started tipping over.
Oh. Hey, Fia. What's new? What's up?
Migraine, did you talk to your god or what?
Oh,
There's like
yeah,
creepy things
yeah.
flying around in the sky.
Sorry. Yeah. I did. It's all cool. It's
all cool.
Not the creatures. Like she's like 50-50 on it.
Great.
I know it wasn't the best conversation. It's kind of hard talking to her because there's no trees here, so like it's kind of difficult. It's a lot of.
She needs trees to talk to you.
A lot of some grass maybe that'll help. I'm gonna plant a few trees later.
So like if you stood in a patch of grass, she'd be able to be like.
Maybe more.
That's very specific, Migraine.
Sorry. Okay, this is new to me as well.
I'm not trying to blame you. It's just like.
I know.
The fuck do we do about these things?
I don't know.
Is she cool if we kill them? Are we going to get you in trouble with your god? I don't see. It doesn't look like they've got antlers or horns of any variety.
The Paratons do have antlers.
Oh, fuck, Migraine. They've got antlers.
No. That doesn't make them my leakies.
No, that's her guys.
That's not her guy. I'm her guy. What are we even saying right now?
Are you gonna get antlers?
I'm a champion of my leaky. It's probably no. Why would I want antlers? I'm good.
Thinking about how he'd look with antlers. It's not a bad look.
Oh, what?
There are those of you with a high end of passive perception above 12. You can see that there are people in the streets that are kind of just like, he's a champion of my leaky.
Oh, dang it. I got it.
Some of them are like, so? You see hushed conversations about your group.
Oh.
Now you're hot shit. Way to go.
I can't help it.
So, like, she gave you no real clarity.
None. It
Pivoting
was
back to.
Yeah. It's very hot, very cold.
Very yes, very no.
Yeah.
Very in, very out, very up, very down.
I think I'm gonna talk to Ty later about it.
Oh,
see.
Right.
No, not like about being hot and cold. I know she does that. That's Ty, but like
all right.
I'm talking about like the creatures to see if her god has something to say. And
Well, they didn't look particularly aquatic.
they can still know something. I'm sure they got a library up there. Like, what are we? What?
Up? Who? The birds? The
God,
scary birds?
silly. Why would they be in a library, Via?
I don't know what we're talking about.
We're talking about asking Ty for information from her god about the creatures.
Yeah, but you're Mr. Wildlife, man. You're Mr. Rugged Woods and the creatures, and all of it is my Leaky's creation, and isn't it beautiful and wonderful? Ty's a little bit more like a smash their face. Here's some water, I'm gonna drown you.
I'm also a smash their face person.
You're less so. You look like sad while you do it. You look like I'm doing this because I have to. Ty is like, I'm doing this because I want to.
And just because I don't go around with a big mace and smash people in the head or do backflips to show off.
I've never seen Ty do a backflip. She just does cool things, really.
You do a backflip. Yeah. I see you when you do your thing.
My involved party also doesn't want anything to do with these birds, I don't think. She's a little bit more sharky, leviathan-y, terrifying things that'll drag you to the darkest depths where you'll be crushed by pressure and tentacles. Not in a cool way.
There is no cool way, but I'm gonna give them a chance, right? I'll see what they do, and if they mess with us, we fuck them up and call it a day. How does that?
All right. Well, the one.
It's a very tight.
Big one. Sure. The big one that is screeching and sort of rallying the others. It's looking for something.
Okay.
And my Leaky was not like, hey, there's a shard here, or.
Yeah, I don't even think she knows what evanescence is, honestly.
That is unfortunate. We could have brought him back to life.
Yeah. We're doing great, though. I feel like we're doing great. All things considered.
Everything's fine. You know.
Oh, yeah. I mean, not Locke. Locke seemed.
Locke's bad. That's bad.
Yeah. We probably should talk to him.
Not right now.
Yeah, we're on a mission, right? I was going to talk to him later, like once this is done. Do like a little check-in.
It's probably. I mean, I think you should, because I think he's kind of pissed off at me.
What makes you think he's going to talk to me? He might be like, no,
everybody likes you, Boy Grim. You're very disarming. He also might talk to Ty because they share the room now, and they all have like their 3 a.m. gossip sessions, I assume.
What? Why are they up at 3 a.m.? They should be sleeping. What?
Have you met Locke? He'll just like wake up from a stupor, I'm sure, and he'll just like sit up, and he'll be like, have you ever thought about how we're always dying, and then there are little shrimps in the sea, and they'll probably just go straight back to sleep?
And then Ty's probably like, no, I don't ever think about that at all, Locke. It's
just like, I imagine that happens all the time in that room.
That's crazy. Our friends are weird.
It's a good thing we're normal.
Absolutely. Yeah. High five.
In the time that this conversation's been happening, because Bygram was standing still, the cart and the rest of the party have moved past you.
Oh, God.
He just ran out of the street.
By my Leaky. Oh, okay. We got to catch up for
you. You can see Locke and Ty. I don't know if the two of them would have waited for you. Yeah.
Oh, probably
so
not.
You see them, and then everyone in the cart. They are at a gate. And those of you that are there, you can hear the guardsmen basically talking to each other. And the guards that are stationed here at this gate, one of them is a tabaxi and one of them is a lizard folk. Big lizard guy. And they're kind of just conversing, sort of like, you know, oh, why are you here? What do you got with you? The Volver, the captain of the South Guard, is just saying, do we have don't remember their voice even though it was last week. We have a shipment of weapons here that we need to get to the captain, distributed to everyone else. And they converse a little bit. If Ty and Locke would like to do perception checks to try and pick out parts of the conversation.
Natural 1.
You don't care what these people have to say.
No.
13 again.
13. You pick out one of them say that the captain of the Vanguard is closer to the... Give me a moment. Where in Rock and Stone's name is this? Hold on. Hold on, I have to open up something. It was saved under that. Okay. The captain of the Vanguard was seen taking a battalion towards the central spire, but they were passing through the gate that led to somewhere known as the Guardian of the Ceremonial Stone. Okay. But eventually their conversations lead to the guards clearing everyone and the gate. There is an iron gate that is raised, and then 2 large stone doors that are gradually opened. Ty and Bagram, I assume you two catch up.
Hi, I'm Fia. It's been 3 years.
Oh, fuck. Well, nice to meet you, Fia. It's been 3 years.
Yeah,
Oh, Fia and
Yes, we do.
Bagram. Sorry,
Of course, absolutely.
sorry. Bye-fi. Bye-fi. I assume you
Pretty
rejoin.
fly for a bi-fi.
I assume you rejoin the group.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you rejoin the group just in time for the gates to open and your little traveling troop to begin to pass through. Okay. Give me a moment. I'll try to find a different note in a different place. I didn't export this one yet. Come on, computer. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So you head into a different part of the mercantile district. And you can see that there is a big open sort of plaza. There is a statue in the center of it of a muscular woman with sort of long braided hair, holding a spear up to the sky. And you see different little shops, buildings. The thing you note here, though, is that there are actually still some people on the streets, and they're actually undercover, but they're looking up a little hesitantly. As you make your way about 60 feet down the street that leads into this plaza proper, there is a swarm of the Peritons that actually fly by the plaza and head towards a different part of the city. As you follow them, between some of the buildings, you watch and your eyes line up with a large stone off in the distance. It's not too far off, but you see this large, almost tablet-like stone of gray and brown, but there's these sort of cracks and veins of blue. And right behind, well, more beside it, you can see that there is a large tower of some kind. And those of you that saw the king fall to his death, presumably, you recognize this tower. This is the one that he was at the top of. You're getting close.
Can I just sort of shout to the whoever is escorting us? Are we going to that tower? Over there. Is that where we're headed?
Volver will turn around to you and say, well, I need to bring these weapons to the captain. She's the one that usually signs off on these kind of things. I assume she's the one that made the deal for this.
And she's that way.
Yes, she's usually with her duties. She'll do a circle of the city and head towards the stone and then the king's quarters and the spire hold.
All right, yeah, that's definitely the building. We saw the guy. You know. Just saying.
Well, we better quicken our pace then.
We don't see any people surrounding a body, do we?
A body?
Yeah, like a splattered person.
Make a perception check.
Great. That's my expertise, looking for splattered people. Oh, apparently I am very good at it, though it's a dirty 20. Love the macabre.
Dirty 20, huh?
30-20.
30-20. All right.
30-20. 30-20.
Okay. Dirty 20. Yeah, you do see, as you guys are making your way into the square, the reason that there are still people here is that some are either holding people that are injured or passed. You see a family with their children kind of hiding sort of behind a cart that's pressed up against a wall of a building. You see that there are some dead people, and some of the guards that are here are trying to gather people up to get them out of the streets and potentially take them for burial. You see them, some of them are loading people onto a cart. There are a couple that are kind of crouched down, investigate. It looks like they're investigating the blood stains and everything, having a conversation. There is the occasional, at the dirty 20, you see on the opposite end of the plaza here, there is just someone straight up impaled on some kind of creature. And then you also see that there are a couple of people that are sort of pinned to a wall by a bunch of large spikes or spines from something. They look potentially like they were from a creature.
Cool. All right. Watch out for the spiny projectile creature. Noted. No king.
No king, not here. Not close enough.
Oh, okay. Still pretty
Yeah.
far. All right.
Yeah, still pretty far.
Okay, sorry.
It's sort of like you're in part of the city and you can see the building off in the distance.
I understand. So it's sort of like being downtown and you can see the CN Tower, but you're not that close to it.
Yeah. Like you see it's a big building and you're like, okay, it's going to take me like an hour to get there maybe.
All right. That makes so much more sense. Okay. Yep. All right. No dead king yet. Carry on.
Okay. Is there anything else anyone else wants to do besides looking?
Are there a lot of injured people, or are they like hiding or dead?
Give me a perception check, Ty.
Okay, one of these dice is going to roll higher than 8. Oh, that would be a natural 20.
Natural 20. You see, like, in this plaza, and sort of there are several streets that kind of connect to it. There are a lot of people that seem to be injured or huddled up. There are a fair amount of people that are dead. Some of them were just unlucky. Some of them took on more than they realized they could handle. You see that there is, over on a bench, there is 3 guards. One of them has just like this large spike, like through part of the side of their body, and one of the other ones is trying to like. He's got like a roll of gauze, and he's trying to like figure out what he can do to help his friend, but he's not looking so great.
As we're walking through the plaza,
I'll also give you. I'll interrupt you with a little bit of extra info as well. This area, there are still. The plaza itself is uncovered, but the buildings kind of to your sides do have like little streets and bridges on them, and you do see that there are some injured guards up there, but there are still some that are like holding the ground. And while you guys are here, a couple of them do pick up like some hippogriffs here and there that are stragglers.
Okay. Just let me double check this.
Is it your ability to walk around and heal people?
Yeah, it is. It doesn't say. It's only an action, so it's not concentration or anything, right?
Let me double check. It is. Is it Balm of Peace?
Yeah.
So it's your channel divinity. It's an action. You move up to your speed without provoking opportunity attacks. And when you move within 5 feet of any creature during this action, you can restore a number of hit points equal to 2d6 plus your wisdom modifier. A creature can only receive this healing once whenever you take this action.
But it lasts. My channel divinity lasts for.
It's just one action.
Right.
It does not last for anything past the 6 seconds.
6 seconds. Okay.
If you can make yourself really fast, you could Sonic the Hedgehog heal them.
She doesn't want to. She's not super invested. Like I think what's getting her right now is just that there's a lot of death around her, and that's triggering some things. But she's also like this. She's kind of like, this isn't my problem. So I think she would be very cavalier about it. I think anyone that we pass, that she is passing in her route, even if she just walks from the back of the caravan to the front, and anyone that she passes in that, and I would say she would use like, oh, she can't run with the bonus action. But like as she's passing by, if there's anyone within reach that radius would reach, she would use it. If there's no one like in the immediate walkway, she's not going to travel around the whole plaza to do it.
Okay. I think there's I think she can get some people, like she can get more people than. Give me a moment. Ty would have to go out of her way to get a number of people that would leave you a little bit away from the rest of the group, but it wouldn't be so drastic that you'd be like going around the entire circle.
Okay. Yeah, if she's looking at the path that she can walk without having to like sprint around the plaza, she'll use the channel divinity. She doesn't want to attract a lot of attention, but I realize she's still glowing, so she probably doesn't.
She's still glowing, and you are moving. Well, it's 30 feet in 6 seconds. It's whatever. Okay. Does this look like anything? Because I feel like just you walking by and someone's wounds closing is interesting, but I think it lacks a bit of flair.
I think normally this is a feeling for her party, at least, who she's used it on before, and more of like you're in the water up to your waist and you dunk under real fast. Like it's a feeling more than a visual thing, but the fact that she's glowing right now, I want to say it ripples out from her in this particular moment.
Okay. All right. So as you make your way, realizing you've got to zigzag here and there, this feeling ripples out, and as it hits some people, you can see that there's a sort of elation in their eyes as your presence is starting to make them feel better. You heal them 2d6 plus your wisdom modifier. Some people look much better off. One of the guys with like spines in like one of his arms, you can like the bleeding stops significantly. There's a couple of people, gashes and cuts on them are healed up. There's one person who has, it doesn't completely heal up, but he has like two like jagged cuts in his side, and they more or less close up, but like they're still very fleshy. But your presence seems to be a help here.
She doesn't talk to anybody, and she doesn't go up to any of them more than she has to. She's just walking by, and then she'll rejoin the caravan.
Okay. A couple of people do sort of like clock you doing this, and they're just, some of them give you a nod. Some of them are bewildered.
Yeah, she'll kind of avoid confrontation with any of them.
Okay. As you make your way up to the next gate, you see there is a bit of commotion between the guards that are talking. Listen, we have to get these weapons through here. I get that this is a heavily... What's the word I want? Hello, brain. This is a heavily dangerous area, but we need to find the captain and we need to get the weapons in. I don't think you understand that if we bring civilians in here, they might get flayed. Having a bit of trouble this time for some reason. They're organized in a way that's peculiar for monstrosities like this. And you hear Kyrene actually pipe up. Well, hello. Listen, the faster you get us through here, the faster I can get me and my delivery crew can get paid and we can get out. The faster you can have civilians in and out and away from the danger. And you know, I'm gonna roll a persuasion check for Kyrene. Okay. She did real good. It's like, so if you excuse us, she locks eyes with Volver. I would like to get my people in and out of here and away from all these monsters. So, why don't we get your weapons to your captain so she can give them to all of you? All right, fine. So they start to open this gate, and it's actually wooden doors here that open up. And then there is another section, a small sort of 15-foot area, and you see there are 2 doors on either side as you enter this area. And there is a iron gate here that raises up. And then there is another section that's similar with another iron gate. And then past that, another set of wooden doors. And as those open into a street ahead of you, oh, sorry, my persuasion roll ended up in roll 20 and spooked me. Ahead of you, you see a bit of a maze of stonework. There are stairs that are bridges. There are... I'm having a rough time, fam. Give me a moment. Actually, here. As you make your way into this district, the district of the ceremonial stone, you see several large geometric stone buildings with stairs and pathways and bridges, all with little openings in them for people to get between underneath. And you see the stone ahead of you. It's maybe 200, 300 feet, and it sort of pulses this strange blue, almost an electric blue. And you can kind of see in the sky there is a volley of arrows that are chasing peritons and hippogriffs. And you see the occasional larger beast, almost like a lion with wings, as they swoop down and topple into ballista and groups of soldiers. And you start to see them battle back and forth. One of these creatures spins its tail, and a series of large spikes shoot out from it, hitting a bunch of guards, but also hitting a barrel of something. There's a detonation, explosion of green fire. And you hear louder than before. You hear this almost cackling screech come from sort of the direction of that stone. And as you start to steel yourself and realize that there is maybe no safe path ahead of you, we'll head into a break.
Welcome to the Charisma Saving Show ad break. Looking for ways to support the show? We've got tons of great free options for you. If you haven't already, why not subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow our Twitter, or join our Discord? Already doing all those things? There are other great ways for you to interact with our show, like leaving us a comment, using our hashtag, hitting the like button, or interacting with our chat on premiere days. So set sail with us and join in on the adventure.
It was on this ocean you found your adventure with a true sailor's heart, putting the ink to your story that set you apart. The waves on those waters, they swayed and they crashed, but the heart of you sailors is braver than its brash. I know these currents will carry you home, because home is wherever you roam. The ink in your pages may run, but these stories have already begun. And when the storm rolls through the port again and the waves crash on that sand, we know those storms don't scare you sailors there. You were all made to leave dry land. So you hoisted sails and you caught the wind as your journeys all did begin. And your blood is of the sea. You all set sail to be free. You heard that horizon hailing, because that's where your destiny's sailing. No storms out there can stop you sailors here. So let's sound off, cast and crew, as another drop drips into the sea and the tide's ebb and flow brings you all back to this wonderful story.
They make me want to commit crimes.
Well, anyway, speaking of
Can't
committing
commit
crimes,
crimes. No
Committing
crimes.
crimes. Let's commit
Anyway.
crimes
No
together,
ceiling.
friends.
Crimes.
Yes. crimes.
No, because then it's going to be like, be gay, do crimes. And
As we return to being gay and doing crimes,
that's
welcome back from break. I sure hope
it's
you're
not
recording.
doing crimes, but
Oh, yes.
wait.
it's morphin' time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's morphing time. Kissing werewolf.
Ow.
What's happening right now?
Both of us howling at the same time. That was
I appreciate you.
As we return to not kissing werewolves, unfortunately, but to a city under siege, you see that there are several pathways and walkways made of stone with reinforced iron and wood slats ahead of you. There are manticores and peritons and hippogriffs and other strange creatures that are kind of swarming, almost in like they're circling around people as various bolts and arrows and even spears on chains and axes are flung at the creatures. Could one of you roll a d20 for me?
Oh, damn. I was looking at Ben to see if he would be the last one to
no,
do it.
not this
I'm
time.
I'm also realizing I don't have to do this.
I mean, you can. If you're
I
the last
can.
one, you are someone.
I said one of you.
Oh.
Yeah.
14. You see that on the right, sort of like as you're entering this area, there are it's almost like it's separated into 3 streets. And you see that there are various stairs and platforms from these streets that kind of go to different levels of this section of the city. You see that to the right path, there is a tunnel within one of the staircases that seems like it might be safe to go through. It seems like a lot of the fighting is happening sort of the left side of the city and the center and sort of like upper bits of the right.
Does it seem like that's where we're going?
Well, I guess I didn't say it was a perception check, so that's just that's just a state of things. Sorry. Yeah, they are guarding you guys. Okay. Volver says, quickly, over there. We'll head through this channel and then see if we can path our way towards the ceremonial stone and find a captain. If she's still here. But you and you, he points to 2 of the guards that are with you. Go join some of the others and report back to me. And he hands one of them this strange looking stone tube. The outside texture of it looks like it's like cracked and dried mud, but on the inside you can see that there is some kind of solid gray stone with some kind of markings on the inside. There's little etchings. The two of them salute him and they rush off to the left to try and help some of the people here. It's like, all right, do we have everyone? All right, let's set off. And I'm going to try and do this as like a chase rather than a combat. Unfortunately, I don't remember the mechanics for a chase. Okay, so you know what? Everyone roll initiative for me. This will determine how things are done. I'm just gonna. Do I have an initiative tracker? I do. I'm just gonna remove these guys. All right. Could I get everyone's initiative?
6.
6. All right. 16.
12.
12.
19.
19. And let me just roll. Oh, okay. And how do I?
Grayson, it looks like you're shredding a mean guitar.
Oh, okay. That works out. Cool. Okay. So it goes. So for a chase, usually you have to spend your action trying to dash or move, but if you'd like to do something to, like, if there's an incoming monster, you can use your action to prepare something to do, like an attack or a spell or, like, you know. But I'm going to say it takes... Oh, okay. Okay, I'll keep that number in mind. Okay, so as you guys are making your way towards this pathway, you see that there are a number of hippogriffs that are coming kind of this direction. Two of the guards that are actually stationed on one of the walkways start to fire at them and draw their attention. The guards ahead of you, Volver and some of his battalion, they start to rush forward towards this tunnel. 3 of them go in and just scout about. And it seems like one of them pokes their head out and waves for you guys to come in. And all right. Fortunately, the Carts and Kyrene rolled real low on this initiative, but Bygram, you're up. So, not much to do right now other than rush towards this tunnel.
Yeah, we're dashing.
Okay. Up next are Locke and then Fia. I assume that Grayson's predisposed, but I assume you just want to keep running. Yeah, and Beth, I assume you want to run rather than fight what the guards are fighting, or...
But I will stick, like, I'll run sort of, but I will kind of stay out because I have a good range on my attacks. So
Okay.
I wouldn't run fully in. I would sort of maybe be like the last one in.
Okay. All right. I'll also say you can dash as a bonus action too. So if you want to get more headway and hold like an action to like.
Yeah, I'll probably do that. I'll do that regular movement and then the bonus action dash, and then I'll hold my action with a couple of Eldritch Blasts, possibly.
Okay. As everyone starts to make their way to this tunnel, eventually Kyrene, the crew, and the caravan of goods and weapons make their way to this tunnel and start to make their way in. Ty, you're the last one on initiative.
I will also move towards the tunnel.
Okay.
And I don't think I'm going to cast anything yet.
Okay. All right. Move this back up. So everyone enters the tunnel with the ladies of our group flanking the back, preparing. Yeah, you see a different hippogriff kind of turn its head and start heading towards the tunnel, sort of scouting it out. You fire at it?
Does it look like it's like it sees us?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go pew pew.
Okay. You need to hit a 11.
Oh, all right. Wow, that's a natural one for the first one, so that goes white.
Okay.
And the second one, just hits with an 11.
Okay. Roll your damage on that.
That was rough, girl. Jeez. Where are you, D10? Right, D10? Yes.
Listen, no Blink 182 in this house right now.
Always Blink 182. That's a 10 points of damage.
Okay. Cool. All right. Your first one, could you roll another D20 for that mishap on the Eldritch Blast?
It's a 3. So that's
3. Okay.
8.
An 8. Could you roll damage for that?
No, I don't want to. I'm going to roll a different dice to see if it's ruder.
Oh boy.
Well, if I'm hitting like a guard, that's sad.
Yeah.
I don't want to kill a guard.
I think it's okay.
At the 9.
9. So you fire out your blast, and you're a little too close to the wall for the first one, and it actually hits part of the tunnel and blasts it, but then kind of veers into one of the pathways and kind of detonates in the center of it and collapses part of it. The second one, so like you're firing it out and it blasts off to the side, and the other one actually you veer and fire it straight right at this thing. You hit the hippogriff and it just kind of head over heels flops, hits the top of the stone above this tunnel, and just kind of collapses onto the ground. Yeah.
There's just like a ghost of a laugh from Ty when the tunnel collapsed.
Listen, I'm not used to long range fighting just yet. This is all very new. Shut up.
All right, you hear the screeches kind of not in this tunnel, but ahead, deeper in part of the city. It's not that loud one, but it seems like there is some sort of swarm of Peritons somewhere. The guards, Wolverine and his group, I'm gonna roll. Oh, you guys sure are something, huh? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, cool. The tunnel doesn't go on forever. It actually goes maybe 60 feet. They get their way to the end of this tunnel and look around trying to find where they can go next. There is a staircase ahead of you with sort of you notice that it's a staircase, a smooth ramp, and a staircase that kind of lead up to this one platform. And then there is two bridges that come out from it. One keeps going forward, one goes to the side. Looking about, they realize that they're probably going to have to go on this straightway for now. And so they lead the rest of the group that way. And okay. But as they're moving, they point out that kind of between two of the bridges, sort of hanging underneath, there are 3 peritons that are sort of lying in wait. And as they move the group, Bagram, you're up. It's you, Locke, and then Fia.
Oh, okay. Are we in front of the 3 paragraphs, or is that coming?
So as the group is moving, they are lying in wait sort of to your side. You can get the drop on them right now if you'd like to do something to them.
Oh, I would like to get the drop on them. For sure. Or at least one of them. Yeah. I'll try to attack one of them with my long sword.
Sure. I'll say for thematics, the guards point them out and start moving you guys, and they start to kind of swoop in towards the group, but they aren't expecting you to be ready.
Does a 14 hit?
A 14 hits, I believe. It sure does.
Hooray! I don't know where my d8s are. That'll be a total of 12 damage.
Okay. You slice it at once. It screeches at you. It flutters around. You still have an extra attack. This thing's not down yet.
Ooh.
And this is where I pretend to be a tooltip from a video game. Because you're not dashing this turn, the people in the group that are will start to outpace you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do another long sword attack. Yeah. That'll be a 23 to hit.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
Yeah. And that'll be 11 points of damage.
Okay, you slash it again. It sort of catches on your blade and snarls at you.
Oh, he's still up. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's rough.
And there are actually 2 more.
Oh.
All right. Anything is your bonus action. Otherwise, it's your turn.
I think that's my turn. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Locke, you're up. Do you want to keep moving with the group with all the goods and everything and the guards, or do you want to stick with Bagram?
I don't know. I have a choice right now, but I'm gonna move towards the peritons. I think is that what's here? Not the hippogriffs.
Peritons.
Okay. And I'm gonna get as close to one of them as I can.
Okay.
And I am going to put my grubby little hand on it. And I'm going to say, you should fly away from here, very far away. You can't hurt the people here anymore. And I'm gonna cast Bestow Curse.
Oh, okay. Wow. I thought this was going to be suggestion, so this is different. It has to make what kind of save?
A wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Just let me double check on something for one of these little boys. Okay, let's make a wisdom save. Oh, yeah, it fails.
Okay. You can decide, because we're allowed to come up with any ones that we want, you could decide if it's like if he just flies away or if there's like disadvantage on attack rolls or whatever. That's up to you.
Okay, let me just double check everything about Bestow Curse. This is... And you said it can't kill the people here anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say it's actually gonna be the wisdom saving throw at the start of its turn. But yeah, I'm gonna say it's that, and it's either going, if it fails, it's either going to fly away or use its action to do nothing. And if it succeeds, well, I'm gonna treat it like a sanctuary kind of effect.
Okay.
And this is okay, concentration up to 1 minute. Okay.
And then Locke is going to stay near the Periton, kind of like not letting, like kind of arms out, so that Bygram can't hit it.
Okay. And I just want to double check. Are you doing this to the one that Bygram's already attacked or one of the other three?
One of the other ones.
Okay,
Because he thinks they're more likely to be saved.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. All right. We've got a bonus if you'd like to use it, but
No.
okie doke. All right, Fia.
So I won't abandon Bygram. I'm gonna go up with my rapier. How bad is the one looking that he hurt?
Not as bad as you thought it would from something that took 2 swings from Bygram.
That's rough, buddy. All right, I will try to stab that one with my rapier.
Okie dokie.
Let me switch screens really quickly. There we go. Rapier. That would be a dirty 20 again.
All right, that hits.
And because Bygram is in melee with it, I do get my sneak attack. So it's a D8 plus 3d6 plus 4. 1, 2, 3 plus a D8. Wow, that's pretty ass, honestly. 5, 6, 12 plus 4 is 16.
Okay. Your rapier sinks into the creature, but there's a resistance to it. Its muscles are tensing and pushing back at your blade. And it's actually a bit of a struggle to pull it out. It's still standing, but it's looking rough.
All right. I'm going to
I'm gonna let you know to get to this point. It's gonna use most of your movement. You do have your bonus action if you'd like to dash or disengage. I don't think you get done.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to leave Bygram. So I will stay put, and I'll just look at Bygram and be like, "Tough little fucker."
I know. Can you believe it?
Not really.
I know. I gave it 2 good chunks, and he's still standing. I respect the guy.
Okay, Bygram, stop chatting. We're actively killing shit.
Okay.
All right. The crew with all the goods and everything, they start rushing and moving their way, joining up with the guards. Some of them do seem hesitant. You hear Deckard go, "Should we help them?" And Carmen's like, "Hold on." And she is gonna do something fun, which hold on. Oh, there we go. She motions with her right hand and flings 2 daggers at the Periton that you're fighting. I'm gonna see if they even hit though.
Come on, girl boss, you can do it.
Okay, they both hit. She's also rogue. How does sneak attack work?
If she's the same level as me, she should get 3d6 because she has people in melee with it.
Finesse a ranged weapon. This is finesse, I think. So, okay.
But if she has daggers, yeah.
Yeah. So that's 1. Girl. And let me just check something. Oh, okay. So this counts as this as well. And did they just like not put sneak attack on my sheet? How much did you say it was, Beth? 3d6?
Yeah, if she's the same level as me, 3d6.
Technically, she is.
Plus a d4 for the daggers, and then probably plus something like 4 or 5, depending on her dex.
Don't worry about that. Okay.
All right. All right.
Oh, you. Well, little did I know it rolled the sneak attack damage for me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is very still your Thunder River, and I'm not super happy with that.
Please steal it. Steal away.
We love a gatekeeping girl boss.
You like she motions forward and fire these 2 daggers that were not there a second ago into the Periton in front of you, and it goes down.
I just look over and be like, "That's neat trick."
Let's not worry about it.
Can you do that, Fia? Like,
not yet.
So the cart and the rest of the crew starts moving past her as she's stayed behind a little bit. Ty,
I'm gonna steal that ability. Just you wait.
So one of them's down. One of them is in conversation with Locke.
Yeah, like Locke is like grabbed onto it, and like I don't know if you're still grabbed onto it, but it's like it's got these like little like talons, and one of its talons is still kind of like reached out towards you, and the thing looks bewildered. It's actually a little bit more frantic with how it's flying as well. But there's another one that is untouched.
Right. And then the cart is moving ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like there's danger ahead?
Make a perception check for me.
8.
With how the bridge is and some of the other buildings, you focus in on the fact this place is a nightmare to try to figure out as someone who does not live here. You do see danger sort of like across the way, and there could be something lying in wait. You do see like still swarms of monsters just in the air here and there. They're starting to get picked off, but there could be danger ahead.
Okay. I will not fall too far behind the cart, so I'll keep walking a little bit, but kind of maybe between the party and the cart. And I will just use a Toll of the Dead on the one that hasn't been touched yet in an effort to like scare it away.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
That's a wisdom save.
Okay. Ugh, it fails.
Okay. And it hasn't been touched.
Not yet.
10 damage.
Okay. As the ringing goes out that only it can hear, you see it scramble around, shaking its head. Okay. And we're back at the top. The one Periton is going to make another wisdom save against Locke's spell save DC. And depending on how that goes. Okay. It failed by a pretty big margin. What I'm going to give you is it starts to kind of flutters and darts back away from you, almost in terror, but also in some sort of, it can't wrap its head around what is happening. And it just
we'll just like look at it and be like, it's fine, it's okay, you can go, fly away.
And yeah, it starts to fly away. It failed, so it doesn't use its action for anything, but it flies. It's 60 feet. Damn. No, it does fly 60 feet away from you, though. Okay. The one that Ty attacked, it... How smart are these little dipshits? Oh, okay. I'm gonna roll something funny. I'm gonna say, okay. Oh, okay. This one turns and kind of like scans over the four of you, and also at Locke. And it's going to actually go straight for Ty and try to make an attack at you.
Yeah.
And okay. What's your armor class?
18.
Okay. It rolled a 19.
Nice.
Okay, you take, as it comes to gore you with its horns, and it's kind of scrapes them into your armor and kind of up the sides and up past your shoulders. You take 4 piercing damage plus. Oh, okay. You feel the momentum and weight as it kind of dashes to you and rockets into you with this, and you take 20 points of piercing damage.
Nice.
You feel that most of that comes from the momentum of it charging straight at you.
Sure.
It's then gonna hit you with its talons. There's a 7 hit.
Sure doesn't.
As it pulls back and away from you, it kind of swings its talons into your sides, and it just scrapes across your armor. It just glances off. Okay.
She's a bit relieved because now she can fight back in earnest.
The guards are just going to continue rushing ahead. Ty and Kyrene, you would see Vol. I don't know why I'm mentioning Kyrene. I'm Kyrene. You see Volver kind of like turn, and he's motioning everyone else forward, and he just locks eyes with all of you down there and just nods at you. He gives you like kind of a look that could be an insight check.
All of my dice are really terrible today.
I'm getting the dice out. I'm getting the.
Is it just Ty or is it to everybody?
It's mainly Ty and currently.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Which
11.
11. He gives you a look that I'm gonna let Erin know is, do you need help or do you got this? I'm gonna say Ty doesn't completely clue in on this because she doesn't know this man.
That's fair. I think she's also like, now she's got an enemy and that's good for her. So
like he has the body language that like he's like kind of holding like a spear like kind of shifted towards and is looking at you. And then I think he just nods and turns and keeps motioning people forward. After that, Bagram.
Oof.
I think you turn quick on your heels as you see one fly away. Seems like whatever locked it worked. You don't have to fight these battles. But you do then see one slam into Ty with the force of a tidal wave.
Oh.
And I don't think you've seen Ty bleed like this before.
Yeah. Ooh, he's gonna go over to Ty. And he's just gonna say, do you need help or how are you feeling? Because that thing's a lot.
she's pretty focused on it because she didn't have direction before, and now she's like, all right, this fucker's gonna die. Like she's kind of a little battle hungry right now. I don't know that she's really clocking you.
Oh, okay. This is perfect. If she's that focused, Bygrim, does Ty have her mace on her by any?
Yeah.
She always does, baby.
Always does. Okay, he's gonna, since he knows he can't touch Ty, he's gonna touch the mace, and he's gonna use lay on hands for 10 points of healing.
I'll allow that.
And I think this is the first time Bygrim is healing Ty. Yeah, I think, yeah. So she would feel, not necessarily feel, but she would have a strong scent of like cinnamon spices, like almost like a earthly aroma, just briefly. Like walking into a bakery almost, that type of feeling.
Okay.
And she regained some HP. And he's like, I'm here to help if she's not listening, and he'll just prep and hold and attack them.
All right.
I think that would have caught her attention. Like she glances over at him and is a little surprised because she's never been on the receiving end of that before. And I don't think she even really clocked like, oh, I'm bleeding from my body. Like it's like that hurt, but I just needed a reason.
I think as your wounds start to stitch back, that's when the clarity comes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the adrenaline, it still pumps. Bygrim, that counts as your action. So
okay.
Yeah. And you're standing ground with Ty, so you're not moving too far.
Yeah, I'm not moving too far.
All right, Locke.
Locke is going to run over to the one that just gored Ty. And he's going to be like, just wait a minute, I can deal with it. And he's going to look at the Periton and use unsettling words first as his bonus action and say, this is a bad place for you and you need to leave.
Right.
It is my bardic inspiration thing, so he has to take a D8 off of any saving throw.
Okay. If your character sheet's doing something weird, it's just me in here.
It's just Andy bringing the weird.
I just like to read things. Okay. And then what would you like to do as your action then?
He's gonna pop another bestow curse because it worked the first time.
I'll remind you that it's a concentration spell, so it would drop the concentration on the other one.
It's okay. It's gone now.
Okay. All right. So, I'm gonna let you roll the bardic inspiration die.
Okay.
And then I will roll. Does it? Hold on. Let's see. Choose one creature. Must subtract from the next saving throw. Okay. So this is not something you can do in reaction to. Okay. It's going to make a wisdom save. It rolled. Okay, it rolled a 13. What did you roll for the
A 2.
a 2? So it's an 11, so it fails.
I feel
Same.
like you would see. I feel like now that he's closer to Bygram and Ty, you could see that he's like his eyes, even though they're like fully black, usually they go like a little blacker, and like around his eyes, also kind of form like little black veins, and then that comes through his hands as well. And then see the Periton be kind of very confused about its current predicament.
And he's gonna say, "You need to fly away. You can't hurt the people here anymore."
Okay. All right. Fia, you're up.
So, one is dead, 2 are dead. Well,
One
one
is
is dead,
one is dead.
one is blown.
One is flown. It is still, because it can fly 60 feet, it's still within range to come back.
Yeah.
But there's definitely the fear of Locke in it right now.
Can I... And Locke is trying to convince this other bird
Mm-hmm.
to leave. I know it's not a bird, but it's a bird. Great. So what I'm gonna do is
a person-sized deer monster with talons and a bloodlust that can't be CC'd except for fruit punch.
got a hunger that only hands can satisfy.
Mm.
I'm going to... I know what Locke is trying to do. So I'm not... And I did say it attacked high, and that is rude. But I do feel like I'm on very shaky ground with Locke, and I need Locke of all people to still be my friend. Listen, he's a weird little guy, but he's my weird little guy. He's liked me most of all people. Locke has yet to have real beef with me. He's the one little guy I count.
That's crazy.
The other two hold me accountable. Locke does not.
I hope Locke holds you accountable going forward.
So I'm going to shoot one of my Eldritch Blasts basically right at the floor, right by the Periton, to try to scare it away. And the other one I'm going to shoot at the one that's in the distance, sort of near it, again, to just show that there is real danger here, but not trying to hit it. And then as I do that, I will look to the others and I'll say, we got to catch up. They're going to lose us.
This is going to be a fun little unfortunate thing for you. Eldritch Blast has to target a creature.
Does it really?
Yeah. But I'm going to give you this. If you roll its AC, I'm just going to allow you to just shoot. Same thing with a firebolt. Most of those spells can't target objects, and it's
really
dumb. But I just want to see what you roll.
You D&D? Okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. I will try to then, with my very tenuous grasp on this brand new magic.
They make a clarification in 2024 rules where it's like, yeah, this can hit objects now.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Anyways. What'd you roll?
The first one.
Yeah.
Is
just a 1.
7.
7.
The second
I
one.
think this works thematically. You miss, so it hits the ground.
Okay. The second one.
Which you're firing at the one in the air?
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be a 24.
Okay, the 24. So here's how I'm going to rule this. You fire at the ground.
Mhm.
But I don't think you.
Technically, I would have had disadvantage on the one in the ground anyway.
Oh, you this one you're not within 5 feet of it. You're fine.
Oh, okay.
So this one, I'm gonna say you miss it,
Mhm.
despite that being on purpose, but you won't get an intimidation check on it to scare
That's
it
fair.
off. The one in the air, though, hit it, deal damage, roll intimidation.
Deal damage and roll intimidation. Okay. Aye, mon capitaine. Damage. 1.
Okay.
Intimidation. Please hold. Oh
Oh,
no. Oh no. Oh no. Someone help
Fear
me.
can be intimidating.
It was more
Yeah.
just grandma was stuck on the character sheet.
Oh,
Oh no. Oh no.
okay,
Oh no.
Grandma.
Did we get a re-roll at the beginning of the session?
yes, you get a reroll.
Yes, Grandma.
Yes, Grandma.
Listen, she is trying so hard to at least have one uncomplicated relationship here. Semi-uncomplicated.
Is she?
What do you mean?
I don't think
I
she's
do
ever.
love that she's just glossed over the fact that Locke one day said, "I will kill you."
That was in defense of Ty because Thea was being
Yeah,
bitch.
just over the
It's
head
fine.
of Locke threatened to kill you. By just trying to take you out on a date.
I think
All right,
the only
it's
person
cool.
the only person you have a proper healthy relationship with is Jolly, if anything, and even then that is
Me and
tenuous.
Jolly are pals and a little bit of rivals, but it's fine.
That's crazy.
Okay. The intimidation check is a 14.
All right, I roll the wisdom check to see if this thing would be scared off. I rolled a natural 20 for a 21. Unfortunately for you, as you fire at this Periton, you hit it, and it you hit it in the jaw, and it just angles its head back down to you, and you see the red glow in its eyes, and it screams at you. This man is back in the fight, unfortunately.
Shit! Sorry, Doc.
What are you doing?
I was
Damn.
trying to scare it away. I was trying to help. It didn't work.
Okay. All right, that's your turn. The crew continues to move up. Kyrene she's a little bit away from you guys, but she's still within like a good distance to help out. But she is sizing things up. And she's actually going to hold her turn and let Ty go first, because she's going to see if she even needs to do anything here, or if she lets Ty have the catharsis of.
We love catharsis.
But
Yeah. Except there's a little blue boy there.
there's a little blue boy here, and your boss is taking this in, being like, "What's going on here?"
Yeah, Ty cares less about that and more about the little blue boy.
No, this is for the players, if anything.
She was certainly in like mid swing when Locke approached it and told it to leave.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll and see
Yeah.
if she goes through with it.
Do you want to roll a d20?
Sure. Evens she does and odds she doesn't. Evens. It's a 2. So she's gonna hit it.
All right.
Let me remember how to use my mace. Okay. Oh my gosh, but I can't roll like at all today, so she doesn't hit. That's a 9 to hit.
Okay.
She sees Locke's little eyeball over the shoulder. of
I
this
hate to
creature.
tell you this. Technically, I'm gonna consider Locke to be flanking for you.
So I get advantage?
Yeah,
All right.
he is an ally that is distracting this thing, so it counts.
Okay.
He's not actively trying to harm this thing, but he is your ally above more than he is the ally of this creature.
In that case, it's a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
Not great. 5.
5. You hit the mace into this thing's head, and you feel that there is more of a pushback from its skull rather than your mace going into it. You don't do as much damage as you think.
All right. That wasn't the like catharsis that she wanted.
It definitely it's like when you go to do something and it just isn't worth it, or just like you don't get the rush that you wanted.
Yeah, bummer. All right. She's a little frustrated by that because this seems like a good target to take current anger out on. So instead she will like I say like visually take a step back, but not exit the whatever.
Not disengage.
Yeah.
Not leave its threat range, so it doesn't
Exactly.
attack you again.
But move half a step back and cast spiritual weapon.
Oh, okay.
On the other side of it, between it and the one that's flying back.
Okay.
Assuming that that's the makeup of that. I don't know if that's actually true.
This thing's like all the way up here. This one's here. You can do a spiritual weapon here. Lock's like right here.
Okay.
Okay.
It'll be beside. I don't know if she has the wherewithal to like leave it
floating above Locke's head.
I'll put it kind of Locke's on the other side of me, so if Locke's 12 o'clock and I'm 6 o'clock, I'll put it at 3 o'clock then.
Okay.
And I can attack on that when it's summoned, right?
Yeah, you sure can.
Great. We're gonna do that. It's better than my mace. That's a little embarrassing.
Listen, a spiritual weapon is better than a mace usually.
16 to hit.
16 hits.
Okay. 11 points of damage.
Whew. That this time, what does your spiritual weapon look like?
Right now, I think it's a mace. I think it's mimicking hers because she didn't get to use hers.
All right, willing your frustration into a tangible form. As the mace hits and you don't get the feedback you want, you step back and try again. And this time, magic forms your your vengeance into the form of the same mace that slams into the side of this thing, and there is a crunch, and it sort of like as it hits, it kind of moves with it a little bit. And then rights itself. That one actually seems like it does the full brunt of the damage. This thing is close to being on death's door.
She will see a sad little Locke just go.
Yeah,
he can't even hurt you anymore.
Here's the visual. You hit this thing. You form the other spiritual weapon and you hit it. As this thing is moved by the spiritual weapon and it's kind of flung, you see Locke there, direct eye contact.
A little bit of the steam goes out of her, or the wind goes out of her sails. She'll take that other like little half step back from it, but again, not leaving its threat zone.
Yeah, and it's still up in melee with you guys, even though visually it's moved. Okay. I have to decide if Kyrian's going to finish this thing off. Although it feels like it's bully Locke hours right now, and I don't like that. What's the range on this? Oh, okay. Okay, she's gonna do something different. She steps up kind of towards you guys, and she's going to fire 2 of these daggers again. At the one that is coming towards Fia now. How do I do disadvantage on here? Because it is outside of her range. Okay. Only one of those hits. Oh, but I don't think she gets sneak attack, dude. Hold on. Okay. She fires 2 of the daggers at the one coming towards Fia in the air, and it dodges past one, but one clips part of its wing, but it's still furiously coming towards Fia. And on their turns, Beth, roll me a d6. Odds, it's Kyrene. Even, it's you. Evens? All right. This thing swoops down at you and tries to dive bomb you. What is your AC, ma'am?
My AC is a sturdy 15.
Ah, it rolled an 18, a 13 plus 5.
Excellent.
So you take 14 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Looking pretty bad.
I will remind you, you can uncanny dodge this if you'd like, because it's physical damage.
I forget that I'm a rogue sometimes.
Okay, cut that in half then. So
I get
7
7
points.
back.
It's then going to try and claw you with its talons. Does a natural 1 hit you?
I don't think so.
Okay.
As much as I would love to fall unconscious again to really add to this angst storm.
Wonderful. As it dive bombs you and slices at you, you dodge out of the way, but it still cuts the front of your stomach. And as it goes to kind of grip into you with its talons, it grips to where you were. It just slices at the air. The other one is to make a wisdom save. Okay. This Periton will actually, it makes like a soft kind of rumbling coo towards Locke, and it sporadically actually flies up and away from the group. It fails by enough that it leaves, and it doesn't use its action for anything.
Ty is so close, like knee-jerk reaction to hitting it as it leaves, but she catches herself before she does it.
And I'll let you have a little peek behind the mirror. It has flyby, so it doesn't provoke opportunity attacks, unfortunately.
Right.
The guards are nowhere to be seen. They're with the group, and they keep moving further. Actually, all of you can see that they have gone down this bridge, and then there's actually another pathway that goes down, some sort of ramp, and they are going down that, and they are sort of in the center street now. Now it's Byron's turn.
Oh, okay. So the other guy left, and we got the one paragraph still messing with us.
The one that attacked Ty is fleeing. The one that Locke had initially shoot off has come back for round 2.
Oh, okay. All right. Bygram is just gonna attack it because he's like, you know what? At this point, we got to catch up. And if Locke's gonna be mad at Bygram, so
oh my god! Oh my
Like-
god!
Like he's seen everything that's going on. All this stuff is very like triggering for him. And he's just at that temper point of like, if he's going to be mad, then I'll take the blame. I don't fork it.
Gang, I love our group and I love our dynamic, and I need to just give Locke a big hug right now.
That'd be a 21 to hit.
You rush over to Fia's aid. As this thing slashes at the air, you come in from nowhere and you attack it. Yeah.
Yeah. And that'd be 11 points of damage.
Okay. As your blade cuts, you notice that, like, yeah, it's like getting stuck in this thing as you're swiping. There's resistance of some kind.
Ooh. It is a natural. Okay. I'm definitely going to.
You got another attack if you'd like.
We'll attack it one more time.
Okie
dokie. 14 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Ooh, that'd be 7 points of damage.
Okay, and still you find resistance to your blade. It's almost as if its body is fighting back against the slicing and the piercing and the sharp edge of your sword.
Ooh.
You got a bonus action. Would you like to do anything with it, or?
Let's see. Bonus action time. I think Vigram's good. He's just gonna try to keep hitting it until it dies.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
All right, Locke, it's your turn. The one is fled. It's looking rough, but at least it's away from everyone. But unfortunately, this other one has come back.
I think Locke sees Fia over there, though. And he is feeling a little bit defeated. And so he is just gonna, through sad tears, just say,
I don't want anybody to get hurt anymore. I'm really sorry.
and he's gonna cast Healing Word on Fia at 2nd level. And you
See that little blue boy? He has my back. Me and that little blue boy.
Just because he heals you doesn't mean he has your back.
That's not
Me and that
healthy at
little blue
all.
boy against the world.
This sounds like a situationship.
It does.
That's 9 points back to you. No, wait.
Yay.
I lied. 11 points back to
Oh,
you.
that's even better.
Math.
You know what? We're not here to do math.
And then he is just gonna use his action to wipe his face.
All right. Locke, I think, could you roll a wisdom save for me?
Yeah. That's a 19.
Okay. Despite everything going on, there's sort of like a deep sadness that kind of wells up inside of you. But you're strong enough of heart and mind to not let it consume you in this moment. But there is sort of almost like a throbbing in your head. It doesn't feel good to be here. But you know that the people around you are not bad people. They're your friends, at least. And as you have this headache, Fia.
It's me, the headache.
It's you. You're the headache.
So there's still one left.
There's still one left. There's realistically 2 left, but like, unless you're gonna start blasting the one in the air that's running.
No, that didn't work last time.
No, it didn't.
Okay. Yeah. This is sad. I'm gonna look at Locke and I'm gonna say, I'm sorry. And then I'm going to stab The one that was mean to me.
I'm letting you, the player, know. Don't be sorry. This is setting up our current arc.
Listen, Fia feels bad.
I feel bad as well.
That's not very good though. That's oh shit. How do I do math?
Oh, I
It's
can
5
do it.
plus 7.
12.
12.
Erin, you can do math again.
I know something healed back there, and now I can add again.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
I'm very relieved.
Unfortunately, Fia, as you go to stab out with your rapier at this thing, it's just not in your heart.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Your hand quivers and you just miss this thing.
Can I, with my bonus action, can I take steady aim?
This would have been something you should have done beforehand, so I'm not going to allow it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, you can, how does it say it?
It says, as a bonus action, you give yourself advantage on your next attack roll. Oh, on the current turn.
Yeah.
I missed that part. Thank you very much. That's for next time.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to assume that's your turn.
Yes.
Okay. Kyrene isn't going to hold her turret this time. And she's now in a closer range. So she's going to flick these two strange daggers from out of nowhere. It almost looks like... she goes technically before Ty.
Oh,
Ty is
okay.
last.
All right, she gave her turn.
Yeah, she held her turn. So you watch as she like motions her hand back and like slides her hand from her elbow up to her wrist and it just flicks these two daggers. So that one. Oh, okay. She does get sneak attack on this because there are two of you within 5 feet of this thing. So, Fia, as you miss this thing and your hand sort of is a bit shaky, two daggers from out of nowhere slam into the back of this thing and vanish as this thing crumples in front of you.
I'm gonna steal those daggers.
You know what? I'll say this. As you think that, the daggers disappear from the back of this thing.
Oh, yeah. No, I fully... Lust has entered my heart for those daggers.
Yeah. Gross.
Not all lust, it's sexual. All right.
Yeah, that's fair. Anyways, Ty, you're the last one in initiative. There is technically one Periton left. You could finish it off, or with your dearest friend in the party across from you with the saddest eyes you've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm unbothered by the one that ran away.
All right. As that one runs away, I'm going to consider this chase complete and our episode over.
Oh, okay.
So, Seekers, as the last Periton starts to dash and fly off, the 5 of you technically with Kyrene here, gather yourselves. Maybe there's some tumultuous emotion, but Kyrene chimes up before you get a chance to vent to each other. We should probably get moving quickly before we get lost. I'd rather find the group and not get surrounded by any more of this so we don't have to deal with any more of these things.
That's fair. It's also hard to get paid if we're not there.
Yes. I also don't want us to get picked off or anything.
Well, that too.
All right. You can see that there's a look she gives Locke like, oh no, buddy, are you okay? But it is almost instantaneously squashed as she hardens herself and starts to lead you guys back towards the cart. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh.
Thanks for coming to our story in a city under siege.
Yay!
Will Locke betray the party? Will Fia get killed?
Yes.
Will
No.
Kyrie ever give up these strange double daggers?
Maybe not willingly.
And will Bygram
Mutiny. I'm just saying.
mutiny? And will mutiny happen? Well, we'll find out next time on the Charisma Saving Show. Be cool.